Oh, okay. I'm here. I'm live. Okay. Now this is what I want to do. Okay. Do you know whatever I could? And I can't. Now I gotta be able to show that table. Hi everybody. Okay, I gotta be able to show that table over there. So oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Right there, right there. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. There we go. Now, mm-hmm. Dude, see, I am testing my system. Think about using a camera. Oh, okay. See, I have to be able to use two cameras. So, uh, oh, there I go. That's how you use two cameras. Okay. All right. I'm the man. I'm the man. I am the man. All right. So if I got a guest sitting back here, see, if they could come. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me see. All right. So let me see if I'm over here. Everybody can see me over here. Let me see. Okay. Can anybody see me over here? Oh, yeah. I guess you can. Okay. So, okay. That's good. That's what I want to do. Oh, learning all this stuff is hard. Okay. Okay, because Monday I get started in earnest about this podcast thing. So I'm making sure. Now, as you can see in StreamYard, which is the one I'm actually using, you can actually use two cameras at the same time. One for you, the host, and one for the guest, which is I got my arm in this camera, but it's gone, and now it's caught the other camera. You see, so people can sit there and let me see, and be guests. Let me see if I can get it a little closer, or maybe I need to bring it back a little further. We'll check on that later on. Okay, because I got a couple guests coming next week sometime. So that's all we're just doing here. We're just checking things out and making sure everything is going to work. Uh, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I'm able to use two cameras because I asked my technical guy today, and he said he thinks you can, but me being the tenacious, interested person that I am trying to. And I got some good news and some bad news. My son is leaving next week, going to the army. That's kind of see. I was ready, all ready for it. I was all ready for it. I'm just it just gets whoa. But you got to grow up. You got to get them grown and get them going. Okay, but he is joining the Army Reserves, and he's going to Fort Leonard, Missouri. Then he leaves there, goes to Fort Gordon. But I think they call Fort Gordon something else now. I'm not exactly sure what they call it, and I think they call it Fort Novaville or something like that. Let's see, Fort. Let me see, and I'm not looking good. I don't know what. We think changing the names changes the past, but it don't. Let me see, Fort. Okay, Gordon. Gordon is named. Uh, what? Okay, name what? WHAT. Because it used to be named Fort Gordon. So now it's something else, though. Okay, okay. It's called Fort Eisenhower. Okay, outstanding, outstanding. I like. I was born to. Eisenhower was president of the United States when I was born, which is 1957, and always have liked the movies about him. Now I don't know if he was a. I don't, and didn't he also send the National Guard into Little Rock, Arkansas, wherever that was? Um, okay, that's good. Okay, so here we go into Fort Eisenhower, which is for the old school here. That used to be Fort Gordon down in Georgia, someplace. Okay. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure this is going to get all right. Now, you guys in the future, you guys make sure you share this because see, and now I got my guest seat right here. See, right? So now this is going to be cool. They'll be right there, and we'll be able to talk to them. The mayor and everybody else. They said they'll come up and talk, so we'll talk to him. I bought some new chairs for him. Right there. Okay, they're not new, but they'll never know. Hey, they'll never know. I mean, they're not gonna get a big chair like this. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, when this the king's chair right here. Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, he won't let me come to his office and sit in his chair. So I'm just saying. But there are a lot of things going on around Montgomery right now that some good, some not so good. It's fine to see that even though all the naysayers who talked about the thing that Singleton and everybody put out there, and the Whitewater. Um, there have been businesses who actually, once they found out that we had that thing here, are thinking about moving here just for the experience. Now, if we can keep race out of everything, okay, every time somebody wants, if we can keep race out of it, we can probably build this city up. Okay, again, okay, we can probably get businesses to come here, but if they think they got to come here and go back to 1962 all over again with the same attitudes, that ain't gonna happen. Okay, so I'm just saying. So if we can, I love the water thing. I mean, we got EGI downtown. That's enough race talk for a lifetime. Okay, and we realize, and again, I realize that these things happen. They happen. We can't undo them. It was what it was. It is what it is. But again, I'm gonna give you my same example. If my dog bites you, and every time you see me, I am beating the hell out the dog because he bit you 6 months ago, what's going to happen is that you're going to be on the dog side at some point. Okay. So if we can, don't forget, matter of fact, I was in church on Sunday, and Pastor Marathu was talking about the past and how and I knew this, but it didn't quantify, it didn't crystallize in my mind. He says, because in the book of Timothy, one of those books, they were talking about the past and all that stuff, and how people got to where. So without the past, we wouldn't be here in the present, and we wouldn't have any hope for the future. So we realize that. But the past should be learning. We should use it as a reference, okay, not a place to stay. So that's me. That's what I got to say. See, I obviously both of my cameras are not the same quality, even though they cost the same amount of money. I'm gonna have to go over there and tell them folks. But anyway, so we have our. I'll put that right there. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're doing good. We got the cameras working and everything. Both cameras working at the same time almost. And so people can come up. We can come over. I got Pastor Merritt that's going to come over. We're going to do a guest with him. And anybody else who y'all think y'all want to see, who are willing to come over here and help a brother out. I appreciate it. Listen, this is going to be probably the most influential podcast in this city because I'm not beholden to anybody. Okay. I don't have to kiss anybody's butt. Okay. I'm not getting the government check from the city or the county or anything like that. So I'm thinking freedom feels good. Freedom. Now I'm thinking about running for office. Now, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about running for office because I've been talking for a long time in this city, and I said I'd at least run one time, and see how I do. And just because people know your name don't mean they're gonna vote for you. But here's what I think. I think we need a a person in office who understands the past, but is trying to bring us out of that, which is something that I would do. I'm just tired of hearing about it. Okay. I appreciate the sacrifices. I appreciate because I'm where I am today because of the sacrifice of a lot of people. But sometimes we just don't even mention the sacrifice of other people because we're too busy worrying about what happened. Let's take it for what it was, learn from it. Okay, let's learn from it and keep moving. That's the only thing I can say. Okay. Only thing I see, I got my broom against my thing right there. But anyway, so we're gonna try to I'm sort of like a rudder. I'm going to Yeah, I like that. See my hands here, but you can see it on the other screen too. That's pretty neat. Okay. Anyway, got my Mac back there. I bought that Mac, but I don't know how to use it. Yeah, I bought that Mac, and I just don't know how to use it. But I know you need one. I know everybody. You need a Mac. I mean, this is what you need. So, wait. Hold on. I got to get the number up so y'all can. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get y'all on the. Because if somebody wants to call one time, because then I'm not going to be here long. Okay, Google. There we go, right there. Let's go to voice. Um, Let me see now. Google Voice, blah 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 blah, and there we go, right there. I forgot I got that number out there, but I don't have it up there. So, okay, so let me see how I can get it to ring. Now that I'm learning this thing, um, let me see if I can get it to ring, ring, ring. Okay, share screen, and that would be Hugo. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. So if you guys want to, call us or whatever the case may be, feel free to do that. If you got something on your mind, matter of fact, somebody just called, give me a commo check anyway. What's the number? Anybody know the number? It's 521-2963. Because next week when it gets started, I want to make sure everything is working right. And so let me put the number on the let me put the number on the thing here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So 521-2963 is the number here. Just give me a commo check right quick. And because I won't be here long, I'm just checking out the equipment. So I'm learning how to do all this stuff now. So you guys hang loose, and we'll see what goes on. But somebody better give me a commo check, okay? Because I'm just gonna forget about it, okay? And the commo check is, I just want to check the number, 521-2963. I just want to make sure. I guess I could give my own self a commo check, but I don't have my cell phone out here. Yeah, I don't have my cell phone out here. So, you know, somebody needs to give a brother a call so I know it's all working. Okay. I'm just saying we might want to do that because I ain't gonna be playing next week. I got a couple of guests lined up. We'll see if they show up. Now the question is what time should I do this? I'm not gonna do it at night. I do a replay at night, but I'm not gonna do it at night. Um, it's either I think about 7:30 to 9, but I don't know if I want to get up that early. But I think I will. I think I will. People got it. I mean, I really get up early than go to then again stay up late. Um, anyway, the one other thing I put on my Facebook page, Trump does not want to give um, $2 billion to Harvard University. Now, Harvard University has an endowment of $53 billion. Why in the world should poor people who wash cars for a living, who rake leads for a living, who run small businesses for a living, pay all that tax money and give it to rich people, to a university that is the biggest college endowment in the world? Yeah. Yay, Trump. Absolutely. Don't give it to him. Okay. And these poor folks doing it. As a matter of fact, what Harvard decided to do was take some of the money from the quote unquote the black programs and keep moving. Okay. See, because they know that black folks are only used for political end, and not because they really care about you. It is a political end. So y'all Democrats, black folks are being Democrats. At least you know At least you know the Republicans ain't going. Excuse my language. At least you know the Republicans are not going to promise you anything. So you don't expect anything. But we've been expecting crap from that demon party forever. I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave that. No, I don't want to get party because we're gonna spend a lot of time talking about what's going on here. And my Lord, what's going on lately in this town with crime as it is? I mean, at one minute I'm thinking we slowing down a little bit, and all of a sudden we're not slowing down at all. Young folks, you know. I mean, why is that? Why is that? I don't really need this other one doing. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, so we just need the one. So what is going on with the crime? Of course, again, it's about discipline. which is what I've been arguing about for 4, 5, 6 years with the school system, who don't want to spank little Joey and don't want to spank Leroy. Okay. And so here's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. When they go to jail, get one of those nice 4,200 beds that they got out there at at this brand new prison in Elmore County. They will get introduced to discipline. Okay, they'll get introduced. I mean, they just get into. I mean, it's gonna. I mean, it's you cannot succeed in life in anything unless you employ discipline. But hey, listen, my bad. And again, it's everybody's fault. It's not. See, the kids are the only ones that are not to blame. Okay. Oh, there's somebody right there. I guess my phone do work.
Call from Randy Robinson.
Oh, Randy Dandy.
What's up, kid?
I'm okay. Well, at least my phone working. Like I said, see, I'm getting this thing together. I'm getting it together. So I'm.
Yeah, you got it. Now you got to come to my studio and hook me one up.
Yeah.
Are you using Screenline? I mean,
I'm using StreamYard.
Okay, I tried that, but that costs too much money. I can't afford that.
Well, now they do have a free version.
Oh, okay.
Now it won't do. It won't do. So here's what you do. Wait a minute. Here's what you do. You get somebody that wants to do the same thing you want to do, and y'all split the cost.
Okay.
It runs about $44 a month. You get some.
Well, I'm doing good with mine though.
Okay. But
I'm already paying.
Yeah, you are. But StreamYard.
When I do my Sunday night show, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. But once you get that Google line, like I got, see, you don't need to hook all them other things up to you.
Well, that's what I'm using, my Google line. I got a Google phone.
No, I ain't talking about. I'm talking about the line. I'm talking about you can use the Google page, the voice page, and I'm not using a phone at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. I got Google Voice.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I got two phones.
Okay, but your phones are hooked up to your mixer, right?
Well, I got Google phone on my cell phones, and I just plug them into my mixer.
Exactly. See, I don't have to
plug it up in my screen, like I said, when the phone rings, it'll say like if I'm playing a song, then it'll come in on the screen. I don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I can control the phone when I do it on my mixer because I can turn the volume up and down.
Well, listen, tell the folks, because you play some good gospel music on Sundays. Do you play any? You got an internet radio station, right?
Right.
And
RandySoulRadio.com.
Yeah. What is it called?
RandySoulRadio.com.
RandySoulRadio.com. And what kind of music you play on there, man?
Well, R&B, classic soul, jazz. And I play a few of them Southern soul songs, but I'm not crazy about them. And I play some old blues.
You talking about stand up in it?
Well, I'm kind of selective on the kinds I play.
No, you are.
I'm trying to run a clean radio station, so some of them I don't play.
Yeah,
because they too sexual.
So country songs. Soul songs are just as bad as rap, except they got nice beat. But some of the things they be saying, brother.
Well, the Southern soul is. I think some of it need to be rated before they play it.
Yeah.
Hey, but I got a good time. I think you ought to come.
Yeah.
I texted to you yesterday. You didn't see it?
No, I'm busy, man. Yesterday.
Can you do 7 to 10?
Well, I don't want to do 3 hours. That's a lot of work.
Oh, well, what about 7 to 9 then? I mean, that's kind of hard. 7:30 to 9. I mean, just because you usually spend 1 hour anyway doing the verse. I mean, what you do well, you know how you do your intro.
Yeah, I forgot.
What? That takes almost 30 minutes. So I think you ought to do 7 to 9.
Well, you have a point there.
Just a suggestion.
Now that I know how to do it now, I think you're absolutely right. Because I do my my daily bread.
Yeah, I like when you do that. And see, that just about takes up 30 minutes.
Yeah, it takes a little bit. Okay. That's a good. That's a good. I'll take that under consideration because I can hardly get started unless I play that. It just gets me.
I'm used to it. I like when you do that. Start the day with the Lord, and I like the way you honor the military people.
Yeah. Let's do that. Okay.
I mean, you made that famous, man. That's what I thought. Because I know a lot of people they're going to miss that on regular radio.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, a bunch of people called me about it on Memorial Day, and they missed me. But I think
I caught it though.
I'm going to replay that at some point. but
Yeah,
no
I
time.
think I caught you. Yeah, I caught your replay when you did it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just started getting a notification now that you're on, so
Oh,
I
okay.
guess I
Okay.
know now.
Well, I
All right.
appreciate your support all these years, and I
Oh,
tell you what I'm going to
you
now.
bet.
What I'm going to try to do, if I don't end up back on the radio, no place but even if I do end up back on the radio, I'm still going to do this because
Mm-hmm.
this is something that they can't fire me from.
Yeah. Might come down and sit in with you one of these days. I don't.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you still on Coliseum Boulevard, right?
No, over off Yancey, over off of Federal Drive.
I meant to say Federal Drive. That's what
Yeah,
I meant to say.
yeah, yeah.
Are you exactly on, or do you have to turn
You,
off of
you,
it now?
I,
You're not on the
I'm a- I
main
got
road.
I got enemies out there, man. I can't tell you my address. Call me, text me.
Oh, well, I'll talk to you later about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
yeah. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
cause hey, thing about this podcast now, just like you say, you don't have to worry about no radio station and the sponsors and stuff. So
Yeah.
you get kind of. Cause have you ever heard of what's that guy name? He used to be on BET. Now I can't think his name. He's a black guy, but he has podcast. He be getting kind of raw. But I mean, nothing they can do about it because he's on podcast. He's
Yeah,
black.
but
But
I think
what
you ought
else
to
can I
have some
name?
class. You know what I mean? I think you ought to still have
Oh
some
yeah,
class, even on podcast. I mean, you just
yeah,
shouldn't. Just because you can say it,
right.
it doesn't mean you ought to say it. And the
Mm-hmm.
folks on 96.5, some of them were cussing, not me.
Yeah. Well, I think that hurts you a little bit because Goodwill. He just gets too excited. He gets
Yeah, they do, and
but I admire
understood.
Barber for at least giving you a chance.
Yeah, yeah,
I wish he could have put you on
we
that Mexican.
yeah, we
I wish
still
he could have put you on that Mexican stage, at least enough for you to do your show and then go back to regular broadcast.
yeah,
But
that's still my friend. So he did what he
oh
had to
yeah,
do. He did what he had to do, and that's just what you got to do
I
sometimes.
need I need to talk to him. Last time I talked to him was at the fair because
Yeah.
that station is real weak too though.
Mm,
I have to listen to the AM because the FM it be drifting all over the place.
mm.
It don't have enough power. The FM does. I mean, they own like I said, they got the app and stuff, but the
Right.
FM don't have much power at all.
Well,
That
call
thing,
him
I
up
be
and tell him, give
well,
him.
I don't know how to get in touch with him. Since you talked to him, I thought you might know his number. I mean, I got a chance to talk to him at the fair. He
Yeah.
said he
Well,
remembered me from somewhere. But
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna call him, give him your number.
oh, that'll work. That'll
Yeah,
work.
give him a call. You tell him you got some
Hey,
people.
have 93.1 called you out yet?
But I can't divulge all this confidential information.
Oh,
But
okay. Well, I'll just wait and see. Cause
yeah,
I have a feeling that's gonna be your next
yeah.
station.
That's where I
The reason I
started.
say that because I think what you call, oh I forgot I had talked to you that later on.
Yeah, yeah. That's where I
Yeah.
actually
But anyway.
started over there in that studio. Hey,
Oh yeah, I
appreciate it.
know. 1170.
Yeah,
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 you
appreciate it.
started.
And that's probably where I'm gonna end. That's probably where I'm gonna end it all right there. I mean, I hope I don't die, but it'll be it'll be. Although we soon later we're all going to. Hey, appreciate it, man, for calling me.
And tell your son congratulations.
I am. I'm gonna tell
I
him.
remember I used to speak to that young man at church, and look at him, finna go to the military anyway.
Yeah, military. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what he
But
finna
tell
do.
him congratulations. I know you proud. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Kid.
I'm proud that he's gonna get his own check. Leave my money alone. Anyway, appreciate it. And he still wants me to buy him stuff. I buy him dinner. So come on, man. That's what when you walked across that stage, you said, "Hey, I'm on my own," but not totally. But not
Oh,
too.
I heard that.
But when he says "I do" down at this center, hey, it's a new ball game, brother.
I hear you. Well, all right, Cap. We'll be
All right, man.
listening to you. Keep
Tell
on rolling, brother.
the little woman I said hello.
All righty, we'll
All right,
do.
man. Appreciate it. Yeah, interesting. Well, anyway, okay. So I got this stuff working. I got it working for the most part, and so I'm going to be um, getting some guests in. Now, if y'all want to, you can text this number 521-929-63, but you better text the number that's on line 922-3030. That'll come straight to me because I don't come on this thing until I. So if you want to hear people, if you want me to get somebody on, and people don't have to come here, we can do it via um, not Skype, but via we got a virtual we have a virtual thing. And if you want to advertise your goods or your services here, we do have a diverse and a pretty good audience, as a matter of fact. And I'm and if you come on as a sponsor initially, of course I'll give you I'll give you well, me and my partner will give you a really good rate, because see, once I start getting called from Oprah Winfrey and stuff like that to come on the show. Then I can't be giving you all these cheap prices. So I'm just saying. So you might want to, I might get a call from CNN or now CNN ain't gonna call me, but Fox may call me. Yeah, Fox is gonna call me. And so when they call me, then I'm out there then, right? So me and Sean Hannity are gonna get together. We're gonna talk about some things. I don't agree with him all the time either, but you know, sometimes we all stop complaining and just come up with some ideas. Anyway, gotta go. Oh, wait a minute. Who's on? Oh, I gotta show. Oh, somebody says it's not the school too much with discipline. It's the new age parents that will not allow the village to help raise the kids. Well, I personally don't think a village should raise your kids. Like I really think the village. I think you the village. If it gets to the point where your village has to raise the kids, then they ought to take the kids from you. You don't need them. Okay, I've seen women by themselves raise kids, uh, raise kids by themselves and do a pretty good job because we kind of stuck it to them. Okay, so I'm just saying. Oh, and William, I got that cord. I still got that cord, my brother. I still got the cord for that system. Tony, Pastor Knight, come on. We're gonna get him on one of these tables too, and so we're gonna talk. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna be talking about lots of. Somebody said 4 to 6 to 9. Man, that's getting up early in the morning. But yeah, let me check that. If you, I'll put it this way: if y'all call in and keep me company, I can do that. But 3 hours is a long time for one person. I think I'd stick with the 7 to 9. Yeah, because y'all be sleeping anyway. Okay, but again, if the village has to raise your kids, then you're too late. Okay, and the village is going to see them go to jail. Okay, I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this. It takes a village. It doesn't. Okay. It takes the knowledge of a village, but it certainly don't take the whole village. Now you're going down the street. Now everybody's smacking your kid. No, we don't play that. But I don't mind somebody smacking him if it gets something wrong. Well, he too big. He too big for me to smack the other day. As a matter of fact, we were going down the street in the car, and he told me I talk too much, and I told him, well, what if I just put you out and make you walk? you know, what if I just put you out and make you walk, and we'll just call this a day? you know. But he didn't want me to do that, so I said, okay, all right, because he probably would have whooped me anyway. So anyway, but guys, I gotta go. But yeah, we don't care nothing about the village. But some people, this is the South, and y'all got a lot of weird traditions down here. Like today. Did y'all know that today was the Memorial Day for the Southern folks who lost? I mean, it's true. Honor the people who gave their life for what they believe. Honor that. But you know what? Why can't we just honor everybody on one day? Why does the South has to do everything different? Why is that? Why does the South can't do what everybody else does? Okay, what's wrong with that? Why can't we do that? Okay, and that's why black folks still mad. 'Cause every time they turn around, y'all got a special holiday we got that Selma not the black folk marching, but the Selma not the Ed Pettis Bridge thing, but that other thing that they do every year. They celebrate the Confederate Army and all that stuff. Yeah, I've never seen people celebrate something when they lost. This is the only place you can do that. I'm just saying. Anyway, gotta go. Um, Oh, somebody says not literally raise your kids, but allow Mrs. May to discipline. Now, I'm, yeah, I still don't know even about this. I do know you have my phone number, and they ought to have your phone number so they can call you to come get it. You know, okay. So I'm good with that, but I don't. Again, hitting somebody else's kids except for school. I believe the school can because the teachers in school are called what we call what's it called loco parentis, which means you are in place of the parents while they are on school ground. Okay, loco parentis. It is a Latin term which means in place of the parents. And so I think school teachers, but too many women on the school board around here. As long as you got all the women on the school board, well, he didn't want to hit nobody's child. How come? He'll hit you. I saw a little 8-year-old lady knock the crap out of a teacher. You know, so I'm yeah, yeah. We need to put the wood on them. We need to put the wood on them. Yes, we do. We need to put the wood on them. Yes, we do. We need to put the wood on them. Yes, we. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, and that's why I'm glad we got rid of our last superintendent, because I asked him about discipline. He just took the mic from me one day at a meeting. See, I saw the slap him up his bald head, but he probably would have beat me down. So I left that alone. What is wrong? When is the last time? Okay, I want you guys to make good note of this. When is the last time you've heard a teacher, a public official use the word discipline in a public venue? I can tell you right now, you haven't heard it in a long time. Oh, you may hear it in an email, but you won't hear it in public. It's like it's a word that is persona non grata. Okay, I'm just telling y'all right now. Anyway, oh man, there's my see. I got both my cameras working at the same time. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I do. I get it. Okay, so we good. All right then. So next week we're gonna be rolling down the river. Anyway, I gotta go. So I just so morning is better, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to my Facebook page. One, y'all vote. One is for morning, two is for night. Okay. Or just put day and night. Go to the Facebook page, and whichever number wins, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. So have a great day. Now let me get my thing right here, because I love this song. I know I'm gonna have to share this. They always tell me, well, you got to share that with the people who came up with this. Oh, no, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna use some of their stuff they got. No sense me giving up the money. I ain't made any yet. So where do we have oh, there we go. Right there. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Sergeant Elkins signing off. Airborne all the way. And then some.